course, expect your opponent to do that sort of thing and respond in kind.
What a night we've had at the Winter Gardens. What a darty party this is. Party.
136.
There's an announcer, though.
Come on, Gary, come on. The little twizzle make no difference.
Yo, people are fucking going wild out there.
Didn't quite get a clean transfer to the throwing hand, but it didn't matter. He's on.
We've waited since 2014 for a 9-dart leg. Gary Anderson wants treble 19. To end the wait! The magical 9-dart leg from the Flying Scotsman.
Absolutely brilliant. Funny, even Joe Cullen has to break out and smile.
All right.
What an absolute...
I don't know what I watched, but okay.
Hold on. I know we're supposed to start the show properly, but I want to address something really quick. So Sunbun says, how did they know the darts were going to land there? Curtis goes, tape delay. Bitch, at this point, you could have cameras pointed at every point on that dartboard and just be like, wherever it goes, we can cut to it, bitch.
No, there's so to break the fourth wall a little bit, there's a man in a booth that's going, that dart's gonna go there, and then he zooms in on those moments, like in the fucking footage. It's not hard to do. We got camera tech these days. If I can do a D&D show with 7 fucking C920s, fucking dart Olympics. What did we just watch? I don't fucking know. Like,
I don't know, but people were fucking. They were hype.
I just figured that, like, it seems like a 9-dart finish is something that's common, well, theoretically common, that is just math, and therefore you're going to have the 3 that go there twice, and then there is the numbers that you have to hit to get a 9-dart finish in total.
Well, no, the math. We understand the math. It's a matter of the fucking landing it. It's like yeah, it's you know.
Well, we know that he's going to try to aim for that though. So we get the general area, and if he's off by a little bit, you'll still get that within frame.
So you'll see. Well, I mean, you'll see him miss horribly.
Yeah. Well, he's going to try for it.
You go for that perfect game. You're like, oh, fucking, he's gonna get that
got
pin.
Balls.
That was beautiful. No, you know me. I love a fucking spectacle. I love when a man fucking excels at his craft.
I also realized I don't know the fucking rules to darts, so
Kaz, they were playing 501. You know what's the fucking hilarious? And this is again another aside before we even actually start the real fucking show. The only reason I know the fucking rules of darts is because NES had a dart game on it, and you could be an alien and you could freeze time, and if you shot the fucking the fly, your alien would turn into Spock, and it was cool. And I remember reading that Nintendo Power, and I had the game, and it was fun, and it actually happened. But you learn how to play video games because of you learn how to play real games because of video games.
Is Nintendo Power still in circulation?
Probably not. It's fucking dead tree medium. What are you gonna do?
Right.
I have a competing opening video.
I thought that was your opening video.
I was trying to cut Kaz off before we could say anything. I think I successfully did it. We can save it till next week. You know, I'll just tease it. It'll be next week's opening video.
No, if you want to compete it, compete it.
No,
I got to jump around a little bit in it, but it starts off a little like this. Let's see how loud he's about to be. That is a proper plus sign pregnancy test.
Hey, do me a favor. Hand me my tea right there on the thing. I forgot it. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
From Cyborg up the physical strength of Kulinskaya.
This bitch is laughing.
Where my tea at?
Lifts her up.
from a where?
Did you get it from a joke store? Did you get it from a joke store?
No.
Wait, did you, what, you got a blue marker? You got a blue marker? You got a blue marker? You got a blue marker, where's that? You fix this. Fix it! Jesus, fix it, turn.
Really? Really? Really?
Babe, is this real?
Yes.
I thought your AT was here.
No.
What the hell?
Really?
Wait.
I feel you, man.
Oh, Lord, my chest.
Man, thinking about all the money.
My chest. Man, is you serious? Did you do this with a marker?
Yeah, I did that with a marker.
Oh,
Yeah, I did it with a marker, baby.
Oh,
Boy, I ain't do that with no darn marker.
you serious? You serious?
Yes!
You serious?
Yes!
Baby, we can't be doing it. I'm not doing it no more. I'm done. Don't ask me for nothing no more. Don't wake me up.
It just goes on for a good while. I just thought that would be a good opening video. He's like, I'm 38. I can't be doing this no more. Like,
I just love how you just see him walk into the room and just starts going down the stairs, and he's like, "No, done, bye."
that changes your whole day. That changes your whole day.
You're like, that means I gotta wake up earlier. Like, I done got used to waking up at 9:30.
I don't understand where some of these things came from. Like, I thought you had the A team out there. What does that even mean?
Yeah, no. So if you just is this your first time listening to this episode? You just stumbled across dkgWELP on your old iTunes or Podcatcher or Google Play Store, and you're like, "What the fuck am I listening to new?" Kaz, can you intro the show, please?
Welcome to dkgWELP. Oh my God, the Drunk Kids Gaming Podcast. I am King Kaz. This is Curly. We're joined this week by our good friend, recent world traveler, motherfucker who doesn't bring his camera when he goes to nice places, Panda Hacker.
Howdy.
Oh, good. He introduced himself.
Fucking dumb bitch. My camera was too heavy.
I had an 8-kilogram limit. They were going to charge me $109 if I went over that limit.
But you brought how many condoms?
All of them.
8-gram limit. Fucking you fancy yourself a fucking photographer, but you don't bring your camera when you go abroad.
It was not worth it at the time.
I
was too far out of my mind to do anything anyways.
Buy a goddamn disposable and fucking take photos with that motherfucker. Little Kmart.
I was actually planning on doing that. My friend brought a disposable camera, and the film pictures came out really nice.
Maybe this is why you need to save up. Get that mirrorless system.
But we wanted to have our good friend on to talk about his experiences. You got cool stories and shenanigans that you want to share with the show?
Where'd you go? How many airports you get stuck in? How many TSA agents tapped you? Tapped your balls?
Let me just tell you.
How many Tom Hanks movies did you live?
I'm going to use the back of my hand to gently come across your shaft and then your sack.
And then as I'm reaching your testicular region, I'm just going to turn my hand around and cup and grasp gently but firmly.
Is this what we are? Is this what we've become?
That's what TSA is, dog.
Not for me. I'm white.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, yeah. All right, fine. Sure.
I can use my privilege when I can.
I actually did get patted down. Now that I think about it. But that was at like the Portugal airport.
I was trying to get into the rave.
They knew where you were going. They knew what you probably had.
Oh, so that's the funny thing is that I bought some marijuana, as people often do, and they were like, "Oh, security's gonna be tight this year," as they do every year. So I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put it into like
Okay, sorry, go on.
I put it into the tops of my shoes and then tied the shoelace, and so it looked fine. And I go through the line, and the guy's like, "Do you have anything sharp?" The man taps my bag, and it's like, "All right, cool, you're through." And I'm like, I have been, uncomfortable for about 4. And that's the thing, is because they were having problems with security, so like we were outside of the festival for about 4 hours before they started letting people through. And at that point, they're just like,
I'm sorry, I'm calling the police right now.
keep moving.
I'm actually gonna call the cops and I'm gonna tell them about you and what you're doing. Yeah, Interpol. Yeah, no. I got the Panda. Yeah, no. He smuggled an ounce of weed into a convention.
An ounce in my shoes. Swearing. Clown shoes. Sir,
Yeah.
you got anything in your shoes?
Sir, do you have a whole bong in your shoe? Now, I'm glad you had fun. This is your second time abroad, or was this the same? This wasn't the same trip, right? You went over for like a one-day festival.
I went to a concert in London, and that trip was like 2 days, and then I flew back. But this one was about a week. I landed in Portugal, and there was one customs agent for like about 100 people, and I only had 13 hours before my flight left, and I'm like, do I have enough time to wait through this line, go into the city, and come back? And this was also my first experience of not knowing the language that people speak. They speak Portuguese, which I can kind of understand because I speak Spanish. But they asked me something, and I kind of panicked. I said coffee in Spanish, and I pointed at a pastry.
No. So here's the thing: if you've never been accosted by any border agents, you don't know how you're gonna react. And like, I won't give you shit for this at all. Like, I have been through the back in the day. You could go to Tijuana, Mexico, and enjoy yourself, and then come back across the border with reasonable amount of time. And now you can't anymore these days. You have to have a fucking passport or a real ID or whatever the fucking 3 forms of birth certificates and shit in your inventory. But I remember coming across the border one night, and this guy was just like, "Yeah, where are you from?" And I was like, "America." And he's like, "What state?" And I'm like, "Oh, El Cajon, I think. No, that's a city." And he was just like, "Okay, can I see your ID now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here it is." And he's like, "Okay, well, you got most of it right. I'm gonna just let you go." And I understand. I understand completely.
Oh.
I think it was when I was.
I'm not the guy to smuggle your drugs across any border. I'm the fucking like. I'm like, "Hi, how's it going? What's your name?" And I'm like, "Drugs." Wait, what? No, sorry. It's one of those things. One of those things is real. I'm not Mr. Drugs. But yeah,
I had to go through customs when leaving from Brussels, and the guy's like, "Oh, so where are you headed?" I'm like, home."
Don't you know where my home is, sir? So, oh god damn, I'm trying to remember all my international stories now at this point. So when I came back from my one Europe trip that I did 10 years ago, if not more, I wanted to bring back. I had never tasted the array of ciders that you can get from the world, and I was a young and inexperienced kid. And when I was in Ireland, they had this like place that was selling like a whole like awesome like custom array of these ciders that were homemade, or not homemade but locally made. And I was like, I had tried them all over my course of staying there, and I was like, I would like 1 bottle of each, and I brought like 6 bottles, and I put them in my big backpack, and I checked it, and it didn't even dawn on me until I got into the airport when I was already flown all the way here, and customs hits up, and they're like, "Hey, U.S. Customs," they're like, "Do you have any foreign vegetables, fruits, alcohol, whatever, like any imports that we need to know about?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "Shit!" And I'm like, "Dude," and I froze up like a fucking straight up like narc, and I was like, "Sir, I'm gonna have to level with you. I am so sorry I did this, but I didn't think about it at all. I brought alcohol into this country, and I didn't declare it, And he stopped me and he was like, he got his assistant. He was like, Mary, we've got one. Get over here. And this chick runs over and they're like, okay, explain to me exactly what you got. And I was like, I have 6 pints of beer in my backpack that I brought from Ireland. I'm so sorry. Is there any way I can get by? And he was like, you brought 6 bottles of beer. Fucking just go. I don't give a shit. Go with your bad self. Like, God damn it. Like, he thought he made his nut for the fucking month. Like, he's like, dude, it's bottled, right? Hey, I don't care. I don't fucking give a shit. Like, you can bring whatever you want. It's cool.
I when I was coming back through Border Patrol, he's like, "Oh, do you have anything to declare?" And I don't know why I did this, but I got really shifty-eyed for a moment, and I started looking around. I'm like, "No," and he just looked at me for a second. He's like, "Yeah, all right."
Human lie detectors don't. They know what's up. But anyways,
I'll say that the alcohol over there is or the beer specifically is amazing. There's this one beer, I forget. It's a triple, and I don't remember the name of it, but I remember it was really expensive at one place, and then the next place that I went to, apparently it's not a tourist place, and it was like €4 for an 8% beer, which was really nice. Yeah, and I got destroyed on it. It was incredible.
So that was Panda's experience in, I don't know,
Singapore.
I forgot where I was for a moment.
Okay.
I got so mad.
Okay.
Because my friends, my friend invited me to, because I have like several friends that live in the Netherlands, and they invited me to go out that night. I'm like, cool, I'll hang out with some friends. And I also had this one friend that came in from London, that he also came out to hang out with us. And so we had maybe about 4 to 5 of those like 8% beers. And my London friend comes over, and apparently the national drink of London is the Jaeger bomb. I don't know why. But we proceeded to have about 3 to 4 Jaeger bombs. Went to a coffee shop afterwards where, and I will never forget the strain name. It's called G13 Haze. We passed around a joint, and from there, everything went south. I remember sitting with my legs dangling off of the canal, and I'm like, it's time to go home. And my friends had disappeared. I don't know if we said bye. I remember that I was like mildly angry at one of my friends because I felt like they abandoned me, and then I'm like, no, you're out of your mind. You probably just walked off.
How many fire hydrants did you run into?
I don't know.
Do they have fire hydrants in any of the European cities? Is that a?
I don't think so.
They just throw the hose into the Thames and
they just start pumping water straight out of the canal.
I have no idea.
On the bright side, I did not fall into any canal, and I made it back to the hostel.
Hostile.
We have to look at some point. We won't do it on the show, of course, but I would love to like cross-reference like where you've been versus where I've been in the Amsterdam.
I don't think I did anything that you did.
If you go to a museum of any fucking kind, like a cultured fucking asshole, you fucking ass.
Did not go to a single museum.
I met so many trees, and I communed with the sun.
The only thing I did was I went on a bike tour for like around the area, and we went to like this island, which is like it used to be where they made ships, but now it's like very much an art thing, and there's graffiti everywhere. And that was the only thing that I did where I learned about history. The rest was I had a lot of different friends from different countries flying in because we were all going to the same festival. So I was just taking time to hang out with everybody.
I feel like drinking is how you learn about history, though. Like, in my opinion, that's like how you get more in touch with actual history of the people that you live at some place. You're like, yeah, no, I feel like I don't know. You feel like one of the regs. It's cool.
The other thing, I almost conned a Dutch man. because he didn't know.
Conning people, bro?
No, he just didn't know that I didn't speak Dutch until the end of the meal. I was with the two friends that actually lived there. We were just talking, and I would just look at him, and I would smile and nod and like give thumbs up and things. And then, like towards the end, my friend spoiled it and told him that I was American. I didn't speak Dutch, and he's like, "I would have treated you like shit."
Wow.
But
Hot
like in a
takes.
joking, good-natured manner.
The joking, good-natured, fun way. No, I had a blast out there as well. So I'm glad you did.
Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. The festival was incredible. I danced for 8 hours straight every day.
So you're gonna continue. You're gonna bring that lifestyle back home and live an 8-hour dancing lifestyle every day.
If there was a way to popularize drum and bass in America, I would quit my job and I would go work for promoting that type of lifestyle.
I was hoping you were going to ask, is there a way to make money dancing for 8 hours in America? And I was like, well, let me tell you about it. You may have an opportunity. But
step into my office.
Chippendales.
Why is there a couch here?
Aw. If you don't know, now you know. But hey, I guess we're gonna move into the old the news badango, the news potato.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, not it.
News potato.
dkgWELP. Let's fill that knowledge hole with Kaz and Carly's news bag.
Alright, here we go, boys. First up on the dock. So we've all been to the zoo. Curly's recently been to the zoo. Did you? While you were there, did you see anything that may have looked a bit off to you?
I was 2 minutes deep, so I mean, I was infatuated with a lot of creatures. There was a possum.
A what?
It was like a fox possum. It was called a possum, and it was adorable as fuck. And it was digging.
You're lying to me, sir.
I don't know if I'm lying or not. That's the beauty of it. I can't tell. But I think I have Instagram fucking videos
This
of
could all
it.
be a fabrication in my head. I don't know.
But this little fucker was digging in the water trying to get a fish, and then after he got all wet, he like rubbed himself on this little plant, and it was adorable. And I would love to have one, but I'm not sure what their legal status is. But man, I enjoyed myself.
Are they American citizens?
Saw myself a baby giraffe. I rode on the fucking the sky buckets for the first time in my life, because when I was a kid, they cost like $14. And I don't know if you ever had this kind of field trip where there was 2 tiers of a field trip when I was in elementary school, and there was the kids that got the permission slip, and then there was the kids that got the money for the bonus thing and the permission slip. And I never got the bonus thing.
Yeah.
So when all the other kids got a ride on the Skytram to go back to the beginning, I had to go walk with the assistant teacher, and she took us 3 kids that didn't have the money for the $13 Skytrip ride, and we just walked all the way back over there by our lonesomes.
There are 2 wildly different experiences on that trip.
Yeah, I've had both. So I've been on the I've been the kid who's like, mom's like, all right, here's some extra money, here's some money to eat, here's some money to do shit, because I know where you're going.
What, they ain't feeding you on this? Why don't they leave you in school then? The
Oh,
free
no,
meals are at school, right?
That was
They
the
go.
one that was huge to me, is that like all the kids, they would like go to whatever place and like buy food, and then like I get the school standard like 2 pieces of white bread, some fucking, I don't know what type of bologna that thing was, and then like a hot spread of mustard.
No, you don't. So I had school lunches, so I had to go to the special line, give my special code, show my badge, and I got the fucking Arby melt or whatever the fuck they give you for being the poor kid.
Why are you shitting on Arby's, bro?
Because that's what they gave us, dude. That's why I had an affinity for Arby's for a long time. It's still hot garbage, but I fucking loved it as a kid. But when you go on a field trip, at least where I'm from, when you go on a field trip, it's mandatory pack your own lunch. So it was like, I just got to carry it, like not even in a paper bag or like a lunch pail. It was just a loose Lunchable I just carried with me the whole time at the zoo until we were at the lunch area, and then I just pulled my Lunchable out, and I'm like, yeah, that's me eating some hot, delicious cold bologna, crackers.
Cracker with some ham.
So as we have gotten so far from the story that I have not actually told yet, I'm gonna roll it back around.
Interesting childhood.
So
I went to the zoo.
This young man named Mohammed went to a zoo in Egypt, having a great time, great fucking time, great zoo, looks nice, lovely, till he got to the zebras, where he saw one that he was like, yo, I'm about 100% sure this is a donkey that they painted.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, is this new to you guys?
The look on his face, like, he's like, yo, this is a motherfucking donkey, bro.
Do you
wait,
have
Curtis, is this new to you?
This donkey?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
no,
he's taking a picture next to the donkey.
Oh my god, where is this link?
Hold on. So
What?
I read the same story and I thought it was a little bit of a chuckle, but I live with this. I am 2 feet from Tijuana. Every goddamn quote unquote picture, everywhere you go over there is a picture booth with a zebra, and it's a motherfucking donkey painted like a zebra. And they've been out in the sun for a while, so that paint's peeling off. It's just dripping down their legs. It is super common. And they're like, oh, take a picture with the zoo animal, and you're like, that's a fucking donkey. Get the fuck, feed the zebra. You're like, it's a fucking donkey. Like, also,
This man does not look pleased.
This man is like, yo, I came to see a motherfucking zebra.
yeah,
and
no,
this is what they presented
no,
with.
that's pretty damn accurate. That's pretty much what it's like in Tijuana.
Let's scroll down to that man's face.
Yeah. This isn't that's the majestic creature that you know as the zebra, and there is a fucking painted donkey. I mean, it's not bad art. He's got good line work.
Yeah, like they fucking, I'll give it to them. Somebody put up a picture and was like, no, I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. Yeah. No, I can do this. Like,
I want to say
like,
9 out of 10 is just some dude that put a stencil on a donkey and then just started spray painting it.
Yeah, dude, there's a fucking...
Probably.
Okay, there is a goddamn Wikipedia article called the Tijuana Zebra, also known as simply Zonkies. Okay, it's a donkey that's been painted with stripes so it looks like a zebra. This has got the history. I didn't make this Wikipedia right now, okay? Come at me, bros. Tijuana zebras are a popular tourist transaction in Tijuana, Mexico, borders of the United States.
Furry zebra, though.
The Tijuana zebra came to sometime in the middle of the 20th century. Okay, that's how it goes. Fucking fight me, bro.
I am amazed right now.
That's fucking. This is every fucking corner you come down here. You're like, that is not a zebra. That is a very not nourished well donkey painted like a goddamn zebra. It is not okay. You want a zebra? Probably is a mixed drink, Puck. It's probably also a mixed drink. So my reasoning for not picking this story was I didn't want to pull the tragedy lever on the horrible atrocity that donkey's gonna face not 20 miles from my house. But I can't fix that government, so fucking help me, God. Damn.
God damn it. Oh no.
I thought everyone just knew. I just thought y'all fucking painted donkeys like it was normal. Like,
I've never seen this in my entire life.
No, bro. Yeah.
we were just at the zoo making fun of it when we saw the real zebras. We were like, check if it's a donkey. Like, that's a normal San Diegan fucking response to seeing a zebra.
What
You're like,
a life you have lived.
You don't know, man.
Man, you should have called fucking CNN and took a sad selfie, bro.
I didn't know I could get on the front. Right now. Didn't know I could get on the front page of Reddit for just going downtown for a little bit.
Yeah, just don't post it on the San Diego subreddit. People will be like, "Bitch, I can do that too."
Yeah, seen it. Yeah, that is fantastic. I have.
Really took a deep sigh. I don't want to hear it now. I don't want to hear the story.
So I had actually I had a different story. This is kind of a pull, and I pulled it because our good friend Panda here is a Florida man himself. So I didn't want to. Oh. I didn't want to make a Florida man story, so instead I pulled up his. His...
You have to make a Florida man.
No. Florida's fine. No, in this situation, we're gonna call out his cousin Colorado man. I mean, the title of this article is "Colorado Man Steals Tractor Bites Police Dog." I'm just gonna throw it out there. So
it's mild.
So this gentleman. I'm gonna bring up his photo if I can. If it doesn't ruin the world. This is Colorado man.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you might have mistaken him for a painted zebra Florida man. But he is in fact a native Colorado man.
That gentleman is taking a nap right now.
But
he's got the receding hairline of Florida man.
He took the police on a and then that's the majority of the story. It's just the fucking guy's face. But he did get 10 felony level charges over the course of his.
I'm sorry.
He not only was doing illegal shit to begin with, but the real story kicks in when, on his getaway, stole a tractor and led Denver police on a slow speed chase through the city, at one point he got off the trailer and managed to somehow get a hold of a police dog where he bit it and then ran from the bit dog and got back on the trailer. So you can imagine they hit him with a bunch of charges. But yeah, Colorado man.
I'm thinking, in my brain, right? I'm thinking of the fight between a meth head and a trained police dog that then leads to the police dog getting bit, right? Because there's a thing, right? I don't know how many people have dogs or cats or any animal that you can play with, right?
Yeah.
Now remember, your
I kind of know what you're getting at.
Trained,
I know what you're getting at. Go
right? I don't know if you've ever done this, but I've done this to my dog once or twice in my life. When you bite them, their brain shuts off.
So so what I was gonna say is this is what happens, because I have a dog now right now, but I've had plenty of dogs in my life. When you're playing, usually a human's response is like, the dog's playing with me, blah blah blah, dog's playing. But when you're a person who owns a dog or is around dog long enough, you get to just play with it a lot more. And you ever just been in one of those moods where you want to play with a dog, and when you beat a dog at play, that dog looks at you like confused. Like when you out wrestle a dog and you're like, bitch, I got all your limbs. I'm a human and I got all your limbs. And the dog's like, it don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You can imagine it being the method that bites a dog.
I just imagine that this man is on like a slow speed chase with this tractor, looks behind, sees the dog, and he's just like, hold on, I gotta do this real quick.
Wait, I can take that dog. I can take it.
The way I picture it is like this man, like, I don't know what he's on, but it's just like time slowed down for him. And as that dog just leaps out at him, he just like kind of swerves to the side and just bites him.
Gets him on the flyby.
That dog, through all his training, was probably just like, what?
I've never seen that before. They eventually got him, and I don't know what it is with police. I don't know. I understand maybe trying to be safe or whatever, but police squad car eventually rammed the tractor in the front and stopped his moving. Okay. I mean, he got him. I mean, someone wasn't paying attention.
Or run up next to it and just drag his ass off. Just tase him, bro. Tase him.
I mean, at this point, you could shoot.
And tase him.
Can you jog next to a tractor?
He did get 1 count of cruelty to certified police working dog.
Stand behind that one.
Also, thing number two. If that dog is my dog, if that dog's my partner, I'm shooting that dude. Fuck that. Arms are down. I'm shooting him.
What's crazy in this world that we live in, and this is completely unrelated to the story, sort of. I just realized that this website that I'm reading the story about Colorado man in Denver is on the website thejapantimes.co.jp. Like, Is someone out in Japan doing our shtick? Like, is someone doing our bit, like with our stories? Like,
That's why it's Colorado, man, and not Florida.
Yeah.
they haven't got the memo. But this is the Japan Times. It must be an AP story. Yeah, you're right. It's good times. America, man. But that's my guy.
All right. So I got this one from, because this one has just been talked about in the Discord so much.
Oh my god. I hope
So
it is, I think.
millennials.
Another millennial
Here,
story,
it's
huh?
this one. Yeah, millennials aren't buying houses, and because we aren't buying houses, it's because you're going to too many bachelor and bachelorette parties.
I thought as millennials we were getting married less and less already. And having
guess
less
not.
kids too. Are the people
Well,
that
the
are
ones
actually
that are
getting married are just like, you know what? This is it. This is the pinnacle of my life. I'm gonna blow my entire life savings on this one night.
Well, no. So no. Here's the thing: it's not the people getting married; it's the people going to these events, right?
Yeah.
Because according to Zillow, who is a realty website, people are a study found that attending. Now, here's the number, right? And I want you to think through your motherfucking head how many bachelor or bachelorette parties or weddings you've been to. 9 destination parties.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
9 bachelor or bachelorette destination parties.
As a man who knows many white people,
I don't know what this means.
I can confirm.
Like not in your city, like overseas to have the bachelor or bachelorette party, or somewhere very specific.
I personally have been to 2 weddings in my life.
Okay.
One of them was my aunt, my dad's sister,
Yeah.
and that was local. That was actually around the corner from my dad's house, right over there.
Right.
And my ex's first marriage, because I was trying to hit that.
You
Long
were playing the long game.
No, the long con was activated. It was there. But I won't bring that story up now. It's a long story. Y'all probably heard it anyways. But that being said, those are 2 weddings I went to, and that one again was in her grandmother's backyard, also still out here. But I will tell you right now, every single fucking person I knew in high school that I still somehow have some kind of Facebook tie to or occasionally do talk to is going to weddings, destination weddings, every goddamn month of their life. Every damn month they're fucking buying new dresses, they're buying new suits, they're flying to Cabo, they're fucking going to Florida, and they're having these stupid, expensive fucking... Oh, I'm going to be in Vegas again. Yeah, no, fucking Mary's on her 3rd wedding. I got to go again. Like... And I don't know why you do it, because to me, I just say fucking no. And I don't know if it's because you just... And in my opinion, is you want people to come to your wedding when it's your big day, but I don't know if I... How about I just save all that money and I pay you to come? Like, how about that? Like, how about I just save all that money and I just, when it's my turn, I'll pay you to pretend like you're happy. Okay, fucking whatever. Like, do it. Because Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's because I live in Miami that I bet
all the weddings are there.
Yeah, the one wedding I went to. This will show you how much of a shitty person I am. I think it was like maybe 30 miles north, and I'm like, not sure if I want to go that far to go to a wedding on the beach.
Yeah.
Unless you need to perform something in your wedding, like even then, like.
Well, and that's the thing. I live streamed the wedding on Facebook, and so I'm like, all right, I'll do the thing because we're good friends, and I'll do you a solid. But like, I think I would only go to my best friend's wedding if they had it in like some far off location that's out of the way.
So,
and you only get that once
every fucking month.
You only get that once, Kevin. Like, we're only coming to that fucking destination wedding once.
So Curtis says something, and now I'm kind of thinking about this, looking at the numbers in this article, because he's like
cons that we go to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I did Vegas and we did PAX at the beginning of the year, and I kind of want to go to PAX again. And I'm doing TwitchCon and I want to go to New
I mean,
York.
but I'm also fuck them. I'm not trying to buy a house, so you know what I mean. And I ain't getting married, so you know.
But when I get to these, destinations,
fuck Zillow and fuck these 20-year-olds getting married. No. I hope you have a lovely wedding and a lovely life together. And I hope fucking Eric Jr. doesn't grow up to be a serial killer.
Ooh. I was gonna say it's not.
prenup.
It's not a big deal if these people have their own money to pay for these like destination things, like right. You can go wherever you want. You got the money. But what we should start is hey, you want to go to your friend's wedding, but you ain't got that cash. You can get a loan from us, and we supply loans. And then
loan shark and fucking
loan shark some fucking millennials going to weddings.
Like this.
Yeah, that's how we fucking make it.
Yo, I'm
35% APR. Let's go.
Oh, okay, all right. Yo, Panda, fuck wedding photography. Let's do destination party photography. Pay us.
Fly us out. We'll fucking do it.
Instagram feed look fire for the weekend.
You know,
we'll have you and your friends looking like the best.
Double the price, and you don't even have to be there.
Damn.
We'll just Photoshop you in.
Damn. That's dangerous. All right. We're gonna switch it over to a related story. Members of Parliament in Ghana. You guys know Ghana, right?
Yeah.
It's like the one African country I think everyone knows.
So Ghana's currently. I'm gonna do a backstory in case you haven't kept up on the current day-to-day of the members of Parliament of Ghana. But apparently, at this point, they've gotten almost 80% of the country covered in electricity on the grid as they work their way towards 100% coverage for their peoples and whatnot. But the Parliament, one of the things that's on their mind is obviously getting some of the more rural areas involved on the power grid and whatnot and bringing them into the 21st century. But they also have stumbled across the concerns where they get to this point where some of these more rural villages may not be in their best interest to bring them onto the grid. It may not be. It may affect their day-to-day lives in regards to just all of a sudden being like, "Hey, here's power if you want it. Plug your fucking iPhones in," and they're like, "We don't fucking do that,"
When man discovered fire.
So that being said, the Parliament has had many meetings on this subject, and for instance, just wondering if providing certain areas with electricity would alter their current nighttime activities, which have been completely in the darkness and everything like that. But in addition to that, there's also been a realization with a lot of the members of Parliament learning some village names out in the middle of their own country. And what I love about these guys, and the trouble is I can't play the video. I can only show you a clip because the video is the recording is blown out so bad that it would just be static. But they can't stop giggling over the names of the villages that they're discussing. A lot of the village names have been around forever, and they were just originally named by whoever discovered it and whoever put it on the books.
Oh Lord!
And whoever and a lot of them, they quote unquote what they say is they were named after what was their primary experience being there, which I don't understand thoroughly, because the ones that were announced in this recorded prime minister or parliament discussion, where a bunch of the prime ministers were or the members of parliament were just laughing their asses off because they couldn't get through a conversation.
Please play this.
The trends. So hold on. Let me try to find it. Hold on. Yeah. See, it's just very loud.
Yo.
Yeah. For the communities in the Ebrem constituency, namely Chirahantai, Chinyenso, Echeni Nyansa, Kotia Boa, Shuaya Mobo.
So I'll give you the translations in a hot moment, but just if you look at this, if this photo will explain anything to you of how Parliament experience. What he was saying there was
I'm sorry.
we're trying to bring power to the local villages of, and this is just the English translation. Vagina is wise. The village of penis is fool, and the village of testicles are sad. And they just couldn't fucking stop laughing.
No,
I'm with them.
It's great. Yeah, it was like so someone on Reddit was posting. They were like, the fucking OG 1900s fucking shit posters that named these villages are the fucking real heroes of the day.
Be like, we're like, all right, this is our land. What are we gonna name it? I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, we got so much fucking work to do. Like, yeah, but we have to have a name for it. It has to go down in history. Like, vagina is wise. Put that down. All right, get the fuck away from me. I got shit to do. Like, be like, what did they name their shit? Vagina is wise. Fuck, that's a good one, bro. Like,
I mean, like, yeah, that's, you know it, right?
Fuck, penis is sad. Yeah. We gotta have a comeback.
Testicles are sad. They're sister village.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know what I would name a village. What do you like?
I mean, some of the like you always wonder, like, some of these like villages that are just, or not villages, but like towns out here, like Jamestown, and you're like, really? Is that what we're gonna go with, James? Why do you want that as the name? I don't know. Sound good. Like,
I want to meet the man who named the country Djibouti.
Djibouti. That was my.
They were on point.
I was Djibouti's fucking representative in my Model UN in high school, dude. I was like, I'm the representative from Djibouti. Good times. No one wanted it. It didn't have anything to do with the political times.
This is my last one. This is all right. So this one, I'm gonna attest to like the drug of the internet. So a teen, as they put it in this US Today article, broke into a person's home, didn't steal anything, but asked if they could use the Wi-Fi because they were out of cell data.
Yeah, I've been there.
After breaking in, they couldn't just stand out on. All right, so when I was in middle school, like, I had my PSP.
Yeah, but you need the password, bro.
Okay, true.
Kids, they don't understand. They don't understand.
There's
boundaries
instructions
here
on the internet of getting that password. Like, I would literally sit on their front lawn waiting for my sister to get out of middle school and just like use their Wi-Fi on my PSP. They would walk out and they'd be like, what are you doing here?
I don't know. I've been a little desperate for data at times, and like, you know, a lot of breweries will have a post. It's like, hey, here's our Wi-Fi password. It's, beer jocks 22. Whatever.
Craft beer is with B33R.
There's a local brewery that I've been to on 2 occasions, and the second one I had to voice my opinion because their guest network didn't have full access to internet. And I went to this length. I logged into it the first time I was there, and it was like, cool, you're on the Wi-Fi, but there's no internet. And I waited, and I was like, maybe there's a splash page, maybe there's something to say. There isn't. So I looked at the gateway I was connected to, and I tried to connect to it. Sure enough, it was a Linksys router. Sure enough, it had the admin password and the password the same as the default, which came with the thing. So I logged into that thing.
Nice.
From there, it looked like everything was configured fine. So I went onward to the its gateway, which was the modem itself. I logged into that based off of Cox Communications protocols, and it had the default admin password as well. So when I logged into that, it was saying that it didn't pay their fucking bill, and it couldn't connect to the internet. And I was like, I have a word with your fucking owner. Where's my guest internet? Okay? And they were like, we don't have any idea what you're talking about, sir. We just serve beer here. And I was like, I need the internet or I can't stay here. I'm going to leave.
What happened then?
That's the end of it.
Just leave.
That's the end. I just
Yeah. so
I like that you logged into their router.
Oh, I was like, y'all's internet's not working and not configured. Why has anyone said anything?
I'm gonna give you the breakdown of this gentleman, the 17-year-old Palo Alto teen. So early Sunday morning, this is where you fucked up. He's doing it early in the goddamn morning. Like, I know you got to check that Instagram first thing, but bruh, come on now. Early Sunday morning, homeowners in the area say there was a young man walking around the neighborhood asking people if he could use their Wi-Fi. Where one homeowner, he asked if he could use their Wi-Fi, and then allegedly stole a bicycle, rode away, and then broke into one house.
They'll never find me.
Broke into a second house, where he woke up a couple, an elderly couple, and then asked if he could use their Wi-Fi. The homeowner, a man in his 60s, told police he shoved the teen out of his house. No.
Yeah.
What are you doing in here?
I love that. I mean, because you could say that in so many different ways, but the flavor's right there in the words, right? Like, I threw the kid out. Oh, I told him to leave. No, I progressively shoved him further and further out of my house. And shove sounds like it has the connotation that you resisted a little bit, which means like you just had to keep shoving his ass out of that house.
The guy's like, whoa, man, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of my house.
I gotta update my PSP firmware. I just need.
Bruh, she told me if I get 100 Instagram likes, she'll touch my dick. Bro, come on.
Yes.
I sent you my dick.
I gotta check my Insta likes.
It's beautiful. I love it. I love everything about it. This he's in jail, right? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he was arrested. Some other homeowners did report that knives were missing from their house, but the police have yet to recover those. I think somebody is just setting up a pre-alibi so they can murder their fucking spouse.
Yeah, I mean, so what you do is you go into people's houses trying to murder them, and when you fail, you just say, I was trying to get the Wi-Fi password. You're like, no, it's about the Wi-Fi. And they're like, well, he's 12, he might as well. Whatever. My final story is a story that needed to be told. It's finally time. It's finally happened. As of 7/18/2018 at 2:32 p.m., Ars Technica wrote about this. And it's about fucking time they cracked down on this. The FDA has been letting this shit lax for way too long. And I don't know if you guys are as worked up as I am about this shit, but they're finally going into talks. On the crackdown of the use of the word milk. Almond milk is not milk.
Oh my god.
Cashew milk is not milk.
Okay.
I'm going to do a quote from the FDA article. An almond does not lactate. It's not a milk. It's an important thing that our government needs to be spending money on right now. And y'all fucking sit idly by talking about Russia and bullshit, but you're not fucking worried about the real issues. Where fucking companies are running rampant across the globe, just calling anything willy-nilly fucking milk.
Oh, no.
I, for one, am glad.
That's where my tax dollars are going to.
It is a goddamn principle of identity, quote unquote. Once again, from the FDA article.
What are we gonna call it then? Almond water, almond juice.
Can't call it juice because it's not a goddamn juice. It's not a fruit.
I mean, juicing is just the fact of squeezing or mincing something to the point where it becomes liquid. So you could call it juice.
Milk is an emulsive. It's I'm happy. I'm worked up. I don't know how you guys are.
I'm just saying you could call it juice, bruh.
I don't think you non-moo juice.
It's got the throat feel of milk, so I'm just gonna keep on calling it milk.
No. It's just factually inaccurate.
Hold on. What is juice? What?
You want to go down this rabbit hole? It's not the right time for going down that rabbit hole. I've gone down this rabbit hole. Go ahead.
Okay, go.
What is a milk?
Oh God.
I mean, because really, when it comes down to it, I can make a bunch of different pastes that just look all fucking milky white, and should I be putting that in my cereal?
What is juice?
Alexa, what is a juice?
Juice is usually defined as the liquid part that can be extracted from plant or animal tissue by squeezing or cooking, or, alternatively, energetic vitality.
The juice is loose is what she's trying to say.
Fucking juice is loose, man.
All right. Apparently, according to the dictionary definition, we can go with juice. I'm fine with that.
Almond juice. All right.
But FDA director says we can't just do this unilaterally. We have to have meetings about it. We have to have commissions and committees drawn up. We have to have years of
this motherfucker is trying to get paid. He is trying to get paid. He's like, look, I'm gonna milk this for all of your money.
Energetic vitality. What the fuck? Alexa, what is a milk?
As a noun, milk is usually defined as a white nutritious liquid secreted by mammals and used as food by human beings, or, alternatively, produced by mammary glands of female mammals for feeding their young. As a verb, milk can mean take milk from female mammals.
None of that says anything about newts, okay?
If I squeeze a nut hard enough, can I milk?
You're not lactating you're not squeezing it from the mammary glands of a nut. All right, we've solved this one here.
Milk?
So does anyone here have an issue with that? Because I think this is unilateral, right? I have hated the concept of calling anything that's not a cow goddamn product milk. Call it anything else. Even juice is fine, apparently. But just fucking, when it's like almond milk, you're like, no, it's not a fucking milk. What's a milk? Is it because it like, what's milk of magnesium? That's not a real milk. You didn't squeeze the tits of a magnesium chick.
I like this. I like this. Ask the internet a little bit.
This is important to me. I've been fighting the good fight for a long time. Y'all forgotten the good fight.
Saying, I like this as a bit of using Alexa and Google Assistant to like answer stupid questions.
You can't just call it milk because of the color. I don't. Ugh.
Are you as enthused about this?
The most obvious concern with calling anything that's just a white milky substance is a problem, because there's obviously a very obvious white milky substance that shouldn't be called milk because it's weird and gross and not a milk. It's called man juice.
You know, I was just waiting for it. It was all building up to that one point for me.
But people do call that juice, so is that a juice?
But yeah, feel free to allow your comments to fill the inbox. I'm gonna move onward.
Send your hate mail to almond milk.
I mean, if you have an opinion,
TV.com.
I need ice real quick. I need to re-ice.
Let me know.
Wait, I want to say, you know what? I'm slightly mad that this story did not make it to dkgWELP.
Oh, whoa.
And that is Papa John suing Papa John's.
Okay, we stray from some of the real stories, and I'll give this time because Kaz has to go get iced. But there is the Concernicus, and let me know in the comments or in the emails if this works with you guys. We typically stray away from any of the stories that talk on real subjects because we're trying to make people laugh here in a way. Papa John's is a fucking prick. Okay, Mr. Schneider is an asshole. I used to work for the guy. I've been to corporate fucking meetings with the guy. I've been to fucking Vegas hangouts with the guy. He's an actual douchebag. So everything that's weird that you've heard in the news is like easily understood by me or anyone that's ever worked in the corporate sense of Papa John's. It's like you don't even take a like, oh yeah, Papa John's dropping the N-bomb in a corporate fucking meeting. Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's right up there. It fits. It fits the bill. You know? So yeah, when when homeboy doesn't really understand what the fuck he's talking about, and he's like, I will leave the company. Now I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna sue my company. And now everyone's got no stock options because I fucking tanked the goddamn company. Yeah, that sounds right up the alley of old Schneider.
Bro, I love that. I can't wait for the movie.
Yeah, right.
Like,
the Aaron Sorkin fucking biopic.
Holy shit, bro.
The shot reverse shot walking down corridors fucking biopic where everyone's talking fast. Yeah,
because like I love the whole bit of like the board just like we're like, yo, get him the fuck out. like quick, take down all the commercials.
Every fucking
take his
network
face off of everything. Rip it all off. We don't give a fuck how much it costs. Just fucking do it. And he's like, no, I'll take the stance. I'll be a hero. I'll leave. And then somebody was like, oh, you gonna go out like a bitch? And he's like, I ain't no bitch. I'm not a bitch. I'm best friends with Tom Brady.
And maybe I'm messing up the details here, but there was definitely something, which is what the first time I've heard of Mr. fucking Schneider in the news before this scenario was I think it was the NFL players taking a knee, the Kaepernick shit, and
yeah, the like I think there was something about pay, about how much they were paying employees or some shit.
But so I mean, very specifically though, I mean, maybe the pay stuff is related to, and that's why he would actually talk about it. But I'm pretty confident. The thing I'm remembering that out of 10 years of not hearing about Schneider in the news, because no one was asking him his opinion on anything, because he runs a fucking pizza company, and no one gives a fucking flying shit about him. But there was a point where he was back in the news because it was like, hey man, like America's kind of discussing this whole like, should people bring political conversations into the place they work? And it was like the whole conversation was around, one, needed to be around people that actually had any fucking actual skin in the game. And Mr. fucking white John Schneider, multimillionaire fucking pizza guru from the mid fucking East, is like, oh, I got an opinion. Let me just tell you how I think about what it means when a black NFL player doesn't stand. And it was like, just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No one cares, Papa Schneider, about your opinion on this subject. You may have a word that you can say on multiple other subjects like pizza or how it feels to be really random white dude in the middle of nowhere. But no one gives a fuck. And then he just said stupid shit and everyone's like, well, I guess we got to fucking hate Papa John's now. We didn't really have an opinion on him before, but thanks for that, Mr. Schneider. Like, I just love that whole need to be like, I'm going to interject with my opinion. I don't have any relation to this concept at all, but I just want you to know how I feel. And everyone's like, no one cares. No one fucking cares. And now he's back. Just fucking obviously dropping fucking slurs like you do in corporate meetings or anywhere. Yeah. He was complaining about the kneeling cool.
You know what happened?
It affected his quarter.
This is still like, he's like, hey, that guy did it. You could do it too.
Just like not a single media entity in the world was like, you know what we need? We need to know what Papa John Schneider's opinion is on this subject. We got to call in the experts at this point. But whatever. I'm sorry. I have a it's one of those things like. Someone brought it up earlier that I hate fucking Jenny Lewis, and this is up there with that. I have a random hatred for Papa John, and now it's all come to fruition that I'm allowed to hate him locally. Like, whatever. Anyways, he's a trash human.
This was the first time I actually was interested in reading a CNN money article.
Like I was never interested in fucking eating at Papa John's before, but now I have a reason. When people are like, but there's a Papa John's right there, and I'm like, oh, so you're a racist.
That's how it works, right? Oh lordy, we're gonna go into games now. Why aren't you playing audio files?
Oh yay! It's game time.
Hell yes.
With Curly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only on DKGWELP.
Jesus H. Christ. I have a game. And we're going to play it. So, we're going to work together on this first one, right? Because it's very short. I'm going to let you guys... if you recall, I didn't actually plan on having Panda here. So, this first one is just... this is all from NPR. This is 1, 2... There's only three space facts, and I wrote them down because I found them, and I'm going to use them anyways. But you guys, this is in the style of trivia based on you just decide which one is the right answer. It's a 50-50 chance, but you guys are going to come to a consensus together. I suggest talking it out and figuring it out, and then from there on we'll lock your answer in. And chat, feel free to chime in as well. Your first question regarding space is.
Space and place.
Which based on diameter, which is the length from one side to the other of the sphere, it'll make sense. Which is larger, the Earth's moon or Pluto?
I want to say Earth's moon.
Yeah, moon.
Okay, you guys are right. It's the moon. Okay, fuck it. You guys playing contrary, like to what you fucking imagine being the right thing. So yes, Pluto is smaller than the Earth's moon. I didn't know that. That's probably why Pluto got degraded to a fucking celestial turd.
How do you not know that?
You think a thing that was once considered a planet was a little bit bigger than our fucking tiny ass moon?
No, bitch.
Moon's pretty big, man.
Moon's not that big.
We talked about this.
We always talk. You just say we always talked about this, like we always bring up the moon and Pluto, like it's some nightly conversation we have. Like, fucking, we always talk about this. This fucking never once.
Yeah. So as we were continuing our discussion from last night,
last week's discussion
Pluto
about
should still be a planet.
Let me recap last week's discussion on our moon, Pluto. Oh Christ! Shut up, Pixel X2. No one cares. Okay. So which is faster? There's the rotational velocity of Earth. So how fast Earth is spinning, or the speed of sound?
Sorry, what?
So you know what the speed of sound is? The concept of it. When an airplane breaks.
Wait.
To the speed, they break the speed of sound so that they move and then the sound follows after them because they're going so fast.
Yeah.
So is the Earth spinning faster than the speed of sound?
No.
Which is faster, the Earth or sound?
Sound.
The Earth is spinning faster.
Bro.
Just deal with that as a conceptual physics question, okay? The Earth's rotational velocity is 1,000 miles per hour. The speed of sound at sea level in dry air is about 760. We are spinning on the outside of a planet that's moving faster than the speed of sound. Yeah.
Everybody's saying no, bro.
I feel like I'm too drunk for these questions at this point. Like I can't. Like I'm just like nodding along. Like, yep, that's the number I'm saying out loud. I'm blowing my own mind. I wrote these earlier today.
All right.
All right. This is a dumb one, but it's the only other one I have. Which is more close to a perfect sphere, the sun or Earth? That'll come up, Puck, but we're doing that another time. I gotta plan that one out. Which is closer to a perfect sphere?
What?
Sphere.
The sun.
I want to say Earth.
You gotta come to a consensus. Argue it.
Think about it on the grand scale. Like our elevation, even though
the Earth got
it's
bumpy
really
shit
hard,
on it though,
but barely. Like we think about like the Earth and like from the highest Mount Everest point to like the lowest part of the ocean is like nothing in comparison to everything else.
I tried to say that to trip him up. He just
trying to like. It sounded like you're describing a friend of yours. Like, you fucking yo, that Earth got bumpy shit on it though. Like,
Space looks like a crater.
Yeah, no, the sun is more of a perfect sphere. The Earth's got some weird gravitational shit that pulls its center out. Both of them have a center like oval shape, but it's because of the gravitational pulls. Or the sun holds it all together better.
Oh my god.
Cool, that's done. Space facts over with. Moving on to the traditional style game. This one is your regular kind of trivia. If you don't mind, someone who is a mod, please put the chat in emote only mode. Chat, I'm addressing you right now. You might have noticed you've been put in emote only mode. It's not really a timeout or anything, but you can only speak in emotes because we don't want you to spoil these questions for the two people on the show right now.
Two class idiots.
Enjoy yourself. Post as many as you want. You can spam it away all you fucking please. Don't get yourself auto banned. The first question. Once again, name is your buzzer. It's been a while since we've done this. Everyone remembers how to do that. You say your name, and that is the buzzer. If I was going to ask you to buzz in Panda, what would you say?
Kaz.
Okay, good. We got it. We're all good. Great. Also, by the way, if you tip money, you don't have to have emotes only. Just throwing it out there because I could use some.
Wow.
This final round.
Lick. I need that emote.
I don't know where that came from. Your first question. So by the way, the whole theme of this is time-related answers. Every answer has some kind of measurement of time or something related to time or a measurement of days or whatever. You know, all those weird things. So your first one is this Star Wars vehicle was piloted at various times by Lando Calrissian, Han Solo, and Rey.
Kaz.
I heard Kaz.
What?
Yeah, you did, bitch. The Millennium Falcon.
That's right, baby boo. Good times. This company was the first to sell orange juice concentrate. Its name, Kaz.
Florida oranges.
What part of that says time? I'm gonna let Kaz work this one out for a hot moment.
Oh, come on.
Which part of Florida?
I already said mine.
No, I know. I'm not gonna ask you another answer. I just wanted to know what part of Florida orange juice is fucking says time to you.
You didn't get to time yet. You just said orange juice, so I went with the first orange juice maker I had.
Wicked crispy.
No, but the time has to do with all the answers.
This company, this is all Panda now. This company was the first to sell orange juice concentrate, and its name, and it is indeed Minute Maid. Its name is on the Houston Astros home stadium.
Answers. I wasn't paying attention when he described it. I wasn't paying attention.
I know.
I was watching dog videos, bro.
Fucking skate videos after stream. Let's go.
Yeah, fucking skate line and feet.
All right, next question. After Kelly Clarkson won American Idol, this debut single topped the Billboard Hot 100.
Yo.
Kelly Clarkson's #1 top hot Billboard.
Everyone's brain just flatlined. We're just like, who?
Alexa,
legitimately.
Play Kelly Clarkson's top hit.
Playing the top songs by Kelly Clarkson.
I have no idea if this is right. Alexa, stop.
Copyright.
This is the song is A Moment Like This.
No.
All right. Cool. Here's the thing, yo. Have you seen Christina Aguilera lately?
Are you interrupting my game to fucking just talk about what you're looking at on the internet right now?
I'm not. No. I saw this shit the other day, bro. What? Just real quick.
Okay.
In your spare time, go look at Christina Aguilera.
Show me images of Christina Aguilera.
Alexa, show me a picture of Christina Aguilera.
Prime Photos is not supported on this device. View your photos using the Prime Photos app or website, or on devices like Fire TV or Echo Show.
Okay, I didn't know that was an option, but all right, I'm gonna take that. All right, your next question. You guys ready for this?
Yeah, she got thick.
Yo, in the musical Rent, this song contains the lyrics 525,600 minutes. 525,000 reasons.
I don't know shit about Rent, bro. I don't know why you keep trying to put Rent into this fucking show because it's your favorite fucking musical about goddamn AIDS. I don't know shit about Rent.
Seasons of Love. This college study abroad program is known as SAS for short.
I laugh because I know my eyes are doing that thing where I'm like searching for the answer.
He's a robot.
You
want to take a stab at it?
Just the bits, please. Since you've been gone.
Since you've been gone.
Oh.
Sad at situation.
Yes. No, it's Semester at Sea. Oh, Christ. John Oliver hosts this satirical news program on HBO. Panda.
This week tonight.
Would you like to redo your answer? Judges?
Last week tonight.
Okay, he's got it, baby. Close enough. I mean, sometimes last week is this week, I guess. It's fine. This international athletic competition is named for the Greek term indicated as a period of 4 years. International athletic competition named for the Greek term indicating a period of 4 years. Greek 4 years. Athletic. Kaz.
The Olympics.
I'll take it. The Olympiad is a 4-year period of time.
I'm like, I want to say Olympics, but I don't want to sound fucking stupid.
That's why I love Panda, bro. We have the same brain.
God, let it go.
I was like, can't be the Olympics too easy, bro.
We're looking at each other. It's like, who's going to go first, man?
I'm like, what do they call the World Cup in other places? It has to be the World Cup.
The World Cup.
We were just talking about soccer.
It's time-based. Young people are filming themselves doing this dance featured in the popular Battle Royale online video game.
Panda.
Just answer this.
Fortnite.
You feel good about that? You feel good about knowing that one?
You know what the new one is, and I support. It's the "It's in My Feelings" fucking Drake fucking dance. I'm all down with that.
My Instagram feed is filled with fucking people posting those fucking videos, and I don't understand anything about that shit.
Kiki,
I don't know who you follow. I don't know who both of you follow to see all of these things because I don't see any of it on my.
Yo, go to your search. Go to your search. Open Instagram. Go to the search.
I never go to the.
No,
search.
this is the trouble. This is what happens. Like you think you use Twitter a lot, and then you get to like mainstream Twitter, and you're like, this is a different world. This is not the way I use Twitter. This is a whole different fucking world. I'm sorry, I'm stuck in the tech world over here. I'm following Tom Merritt's and fucking Veronica Belmont's. I don't know about any of these people.
Yeah, it's tech and literally tech and Twitch, and that is everything.
That's the beauty of it. All right.
I stepped out when I started following more photography shit, and then I just started following models and
getting their
models
shit.
Do some dumb shit.
Yeah,
to keep that shit
and YouTube sub boxes are amazing to me.
All right, these remember all the answers are some kind of time-based shit in it. Charlize Theron starred in an action film adaptation of this early 1990s MTV animated series.
Kaz. Aeon Flux.
Ooh, he came out. He searched in the bowels and he came out with the answer. Indeed, it was the Aeon to Flux capacitor. This
for a second. All right, I because she's also been in the other one, and then I thought the other bitch was in Aeon Flux. I don't know names.
ScarJo?
No. Wanted. Acid Burn.
Acid Burn.
Hackers.
From Hackers?
Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking J-Lo.
All right. No, never again. I need to watch Hackers. Angelina Jolie. Thank you.
Oh, same thing.
Jolie.
Same thing. This chain of car maintenance shops is headquartered in Houston, Texas, and has more than 2,000 oil change locations across the country?
Kaz.
Kaz.
He got it before.
Panda.
Tire Century? I don't know.
Kaz.
Pet Boys.
What the fuck part of Pet Boys is time related? At least Panda had Century. Same initials as fucking the last answer. Jiffy Lube. J-Lo, Jiffy Lube. J-Lo. Fucking puck. You can't start busting in with things. You got moderator privileges. I had to give it away because the moderator broke protocol out of anger. Your next question.
Oh, Jiffy Lube.
Oh wait, is Jiffy Lube the answer?
Yes.
Oh,
a Jiffy like quick thing.
Bro, I thought it was advanced auto parts. All right, never mind. Let's go. Keep going.
Founded in the early 1970s, this real estate company is famous for the gold blazers its agents used to wear.
What?
Zillow.
Panda. Century 21.
That's indeed correct. Your first real answer.
Real estate. Let's go.
Jared Leto and his brother formed this rock band in 1998.
Kaz. 3 Miles Down.
Close. Kaz.
3 Doors Down.
Close-ish.
Wait,
Jared Leto, Panda.
Oh, no, never mind. I don't remember. I just want to say 3 Dogs Night.
All right, that's the shop, and I think a different song. All right, 30 Seconds to Mars.
Fuck! I knew it had a 3, bro.
I know you did.
Knew it had a 3,
I knew
bro.
you were close. I was hoping you would. That's why I kept giving you multiple chances, but you went with 3 Doors Down instead. You got further away from the answer. Fucking over here, Third Rock from the Sun. Fucking like, damn.
Oh wait, hold on. They're.
Cool. Keep drinking. Fred Savage starred in this television series about growing up in the 1960s. Kaz. Ooh, he knows it. He's just dumb right now. I know he knows it too. God damn it. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Something walking burr.
Winnie Cooper.
I knew he knew it.
Winnie Cooper.
Kaz is born and raised on 1960s white television.
Shut up, bro. That's not 19. God damn it. Now all I can think about is fucking Barney Fife, you motherfucker. I can't now because Barney Fife's in my fucking head.
The Wonder Years.
I would have never.
God, you should watch it. We should watch it sometime. It's good.
I like everything cuts
Cooper,
off at like the 90s.
I'd have fucking pivoted into the Wonder Years. No, you had to say 60s. Then my brain went into Barney fucking Fife.
You're gonna dovetail Wendy Cooper.
Okay. In terms of any TV,
I will give 1,000 points to either of you if you get this one right. Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, and Nicole Kidman. Kaz.
I want to hear the rest of the question.
On a golden pawn.
Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, and Nicole Kidman star in this 2002 film as 3 women connected by the novel Mrs. Dalloway. I pulled this one directly from NPR, and I questioned if I should fucking keep it, and I knew I shouldn't too.
On golden pawn? No.
3 seconds.
Kaz. 3 white women in a book.
Close. It's called The Hours. No idea. Don't care. Maybe someone in chat. His favorite novel. Your next question. Pentultimate question. McDonald's named this burger after the weight of a pre-cooked beef used in its patty.
Kaz.
Panda?
Kaz.
Quarter pounder.
The quarter pounder indeed. Quarter Panda. Cass was talking about some McDonald's the other day. That's true. December is your final question. This is the final one. December 26th in the UK, Canada, and other British Commonwealth countries is recognized as this holiday. December 26th, the day after Christmas. Every other country calls it what?
Boxing Day.
Name is your buzzer.
I just say the answer when I don't think I know it.
I'm gonna let you have that one because I think you're right.
Name is your buzzer.
Kaz. Boxing Day.
Boxing Day is right. You had a chance to steal.
Nah, I'm gonna let him have it. You got it right.
All right. Well, that was games, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed yourselves during this day. It has been a fucking fun time, fantastic time. We're gonna move onward.
Why do I know that?
Because everyone says it after Christmas. Everyone's like, "Boo, boo, boo." Also, we have a bona fide Canadian in our main friendship group that like is like, it's Boxing Day. I'm tanky. All the time.
I have never seen that message.
You guys can come out of emote only mode now. Anyways, we're gonna move onward to email. Biggity bam bam. I don't know where this fucking button went. Boobity bop.
Time for some cocktail-infused communications.
dkgWELP.
Email.
Now!
Apparently, it's very loud for Panda. He doesn't want to have his ears.
Dude, like
you could tell me. I could have turned it down, dude.
Screaming, I like ears bleeding.
Oh, my bad. It's all good.
No, but I don't want to fuck up the main mix.
No, it's a whole different bus. Onward and upward. We're moving into emails now, so I'm gonna go and check my emails. We have none. So thanks guys for doing that.
Give me that Rulick. I need it.
And no Snapchats and everything. So you know how it goes. It's been a long episode anyway, so this works out perfectly. It's almost pushing on at least 2 hours at this point. So
the pre-show was so long.
You know what? I don't talk about your pre-show here. And so you don't bring up my pre-show on...
Because my pre-show and my actual show lasts like maybe 2 seconds.
The main ain't nothing without foreplay. You know what I mean?
But if you ever have any questions, comments, or decisions, or plans, or ideas, or, I don't know, opinions, requests for comments, fucking hit me up at the email, the Snapchat, the Instagram, or whatever. All that stuff is below. But this is the end of the podcast. You guys have made your way through... episode fucking 7 of dkgWELP. Thanks for being here.
7? Did we reset?
Yeah.
Thanks for being part of the community there, Panda Buddy.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. You can go follow Panda at Panda Actual, where we will make the movie known as TwitchCon coming out later this year. Actually, no, it'll be out early next year because we're filming. We start principal filming later this year.
Just gonna push the button.
And then there will be a trailer that comes out probably midway December-ish. You know what I mean?
Kaz is gonna make me edit fucking everything.
You remember when I filmed that dog? Yeah. Edit that in.
See if we can steal ourselves.
35 minutes. We don't need all this shit.
See if we can steal a Kia Soul next time. You guys have yourself a great night. You guys are beautiful. This will be on the stuff. Thanks for following. Thanks for listening. If you listen to it on the pod feeds, please write a comment or a like or whatever you can do. I don't know how it works and everything, but you know how to work it out. Have yourselves a great evening. What are these buttons? I found it. Stop recording.